Today's video, or I should say tonight's video, because it's in the middle of the frickin' night again. But tonight's video is for all my fellow blind mice audiophiles out there who are in search of a decent, actually correct that, amazing portable speaker that's coming right up.
Low on vision, high on tech. Circleoftheblindmice.com.
Hey everybody, it's Tammy, your friendly and very tired blind mouse that likes to babble about technology. We're on day 3 now of my blind mouse blitz, where I've challenged myself to try and do a video every day this week. We're already on day 3 and I'm like, oh my god, what have I got myself into? I might actually just do 5 videos this week instead of 7 because I need to do other things, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, if you're new to my channel, I am legally blind, and usually I focus on doing videos about technology. Well, I do videos on technology from a visually impaired perspective. So what that usually entails is me talking about things like iOS and Android accessibility options and various apps that are accessible, various devices that are specific for the visually impaired and blind community, etc. When I started this channel 3 months ago, though, one thing I wanted to do is talk about just everyday technology from a visually impaired perspective as well, because we're not in a bubble, and there, we all of us use everyday tech as well that's not necessarily specifically built for the visually impaired and blind communities. So I am finally getting around to doing some more everyday tech for you here. So in front of you, what we have here is the JBL Charge 2. Now this is not the latest model. If you're familiar with this brand, they're after this one there was a JBL Charge 2 Plus, and they might even, I did a quick search, I didn't see any JBL Charge 3s out there, but they have various different models of this. But I got this actually when the JBL Charge 2 Plus was out already. This is the 2, but there's also a 2 Plus. I went with this one because, to be honest, I couldn't stand the orange logo that is on the front of every single JBL Charge 2 Plus, so I went with the older one. Plus the older one was a little bit cheaper as well, and I got an even bigger discount because I got a purple model, like that's any surprise. So but yeah, let me tell you, first what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the everyday specs and whatnot of this item. Then I will let you hear it, and then I will talk about what I like about it from a visually impaired perspective, and maybe some things that you might want to consider if you're going to get this unit as someone who's visually impaired. So to start with, it comes with the box comes with a and actually let me just show you the box if I don't throw my iPad on the floor in the process. Let me stand up to make sure the box gets in the camera. So this is the box. And on the back, if I can turn it over without throwing it on the floor, onto my dog's head. We got all the specs and whatnot on the back. And so in the box it comes with one JBL Charge 2, one 5-volt 2.3 amp USB adapter, one micro USB cable which is 1 meter long, one safety sheet, and one quick start guide. And don't ask me where I put the quick start guide and the safety sheet, because I've had this thing now for about a year, but I will show you the adapter and the 1 meter long USB cable. So this is the cable to plug this into the adapter. And note they are color matched, which I think is awesome. Now I can't remember how many colors this thing comes in, but there you can get these, and if you look around still you can still find these, and they're in a bunch of different colors. Like there's black, there's gray, there's red, there's orange, there's pink, there's I can't remember if there was like green. I know there was a blue one, and obviously there's purple. But this is the adapter. And the tongs here fold down, so for easy storage. And this is the USB cable that just plugs into the adapter. And I don't even know if my fingers or hands are getting into the camera. I think, well, they should be. Anyway, I'm not looking at the camera right now. I've just got it poised and positioned, and hopefully this is getting into view. But yeah, so this is all purple. The cord is purple. The adapter is purple, which is awesome. Now, what else can I tell you? Let me see here. Let me scroll down. I've got some of the specs up in front of me here. So it's got big sound. You can stream your music with Bluetooth 3.0. It's got a built-in 6,000 milliamp per hour battery, and it's also got a social mode so that up to 3 people can take turns streaming their devices to the JBL Charge 2. So compatibility, it's compatible obviously with Bluetooth as well as 3.5 millimeter devices. So if you've got an old device that's not Bluetooth compatible, you can get yourself a 3.5 millimeter cable. It's like a headphone jack, except for it has 2 ends that look like the end of the headphone jack, and you plug one into your device where the headphone jack would be, and the other end you plug into the back of the JBL 2, which, let me see if I can find it without getting my head in there. So this little dot here is where you would plug in your 3.5 millimeter cord. This is where the USB goes. And this is also, this happens to be where you can charge your device. So you can actually, if you have an extra USB cable, which I do, and of course I've managed to find a purple one as well, which I don't have with me right now, but that's where you would put your second USB cable if you want to charge your device, which is one of the advantages to this. Unless this boat is going to roll off here. Okay, so back to the specs. Where did I leave off? So Bluetooth, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so the weight in kilograms, it's 0.6 kilograms. It's 1.3227 pounds. Of course, they didn't. Why they didn't just say 1.3 pounds, I don't know. As I already said, it's Bluetooth 3.0 compatible. Let me just see some stuff that we don't really care about. Okay, rated power input is 2 times 7.5 watts. Power supply 5 volt DC, blah blah, don't really care. Okay, battery type, it's a lithium ion polymer 3.7 volt 6,000 milliamp battery, and it takes up to 4 hours to charge at 1.8 amps, and it lasts up to 12 hours long, of course depending on your volume, etc., but it lasts forever. Like, I only ever charge this once in a blue moon. It is awesome for that. And let me just scroll down to the stats that we actually care about. So the audio specifications for all my fellow blind mice audiophiles out there. The signal to noise ratio is is greater than 80 decibels. The frequency response is 75 hertz to 75 hertz to 20. Oh my god, I cannot read today. Like I said, I'm tired. Let's try 75 hertz to 20 kilohertz. Darn it, there we go, I said it. And the height, width, and depth are as follows. 79 millimeters. Oh my god, I'm not editing this. Okay, so 79 millimeters, 184 millimeters, and 75. That didn't sound right. 79 millimeters, okay, I need to sleep. 79 millimeters, 184 millimeters, and 75 millimeters. So so that's it for all these stats. All right, so I wanted to play this for you. So one reason why I went for this speaker, because I looked at a bunch of different speakers, and this one has amazing audio in such a small little package, and this actually is small enough, like I'll put my hand by it here so you can see. Now I don't have really huge hands, I got long fingers, but yeah, it's like basically the length of my hand. So I like it because if you have fairly big pockets, if you wanted to, you could even shove this in your hoodie pocket, for example. But I would recommend if you've got a big purse or a backpack, throwing it in there or in your bag. But it's awesome for that. It's very portable. Oh, it only weighs, I already said that. Yeah, 1.3 pounds basically. But let me just, did I turn it on? I'm actually going to turn it off real quick. You can hear sound. There you go. So a couple things. So you turn it on and it makes a sound. And obviously you heard it make a sound when I turned it off as well. And it just automatically paired with my iPad, so that's one really cool thing about it. Once you've paired it once, it remembers that, and as long as you haven't paired it with another device afterwards, after disconnecting, it will remember that, and it will actually pair. Basically, it pairs to the last paired device is what it does. And let me just turn it on so you can hear the volume. Now this is not even halfway volume. And as you can tell, it's pretty loud. Let me show you the full volume. as you can see, it is very, very good as far as the volume goes. Nice, rich volume. And I actually have one of those 3.5 millimeter cables here. So we'll just plug that into the back as I try to do it. Well, I can't. I'm trying to feel what I'm doing here. There we go. So that's plugged in there. Okay, bear with me while I plug the rest into my computer. Oh, actually, no. I could have done it into my iPad, but oh no, I already have it plugged into my computer. So we'll just we'll just go with that plan. All right. So let me just. I had something queued up here. Actually, I'll just highlight this. One moment.
Battery tip.
Battery tip. Let me try that again. I didn't highlight the whole word. And let me just turn up the volume a little bit.
Battery type. Battery type.
So, yeah, nice volume regardless of whether you're streaming or you're using the 3.5 millimeter jack there. And what else? Okay, so basically now let's get to the blind mice part of this. So what's good about it? What's bad about it? So one nice thing, number one, like I've already said, it's very portable. So if you're not with a sighted person who's got a car, then you can easily transport this yourself if you're out and about on your own, if you got a big enough bag or a big enough pocket. And also the sound, like I said, is amazingly rich. If you like a lot of bass, you can't go wrong with this. Oh, and I should mention the price. The price, it's not really cheap, but it's not too bad. It's in Canadian right now, it's retailing for about 160-ish. You can shop around a bit. You may be able to get it for a little bit cheaper in the States, of course, because the Canadian dollar sucks. You guys get a better deal in the States, about 115 bucks, a little bit, give or take, in the US. Now, of course, you could get the Charge 2. Pardon me, I mean the Charge 2 Plus. Darn it, I keep saying Charge 2. So much for not editing. Oh, the joys of being a YouTuber. And pay about the same price, but there's advantages and disadvantages to both. The Charge 2 Plus does not have the 3.5 millimeter jack, whereas the at least according to the site that I was reading, it said it didn't have an aux input, so I took that to mean it didn't have the 3.5 millimeter jack. But this one, the older model, does. On the other hand, though, this one does not specifically say that it's splash resistant, where the newer JBL Charge 2 or Charge 2 Plus rather says it is splash resistant. But if you don't really care about that, which I really don't, then yeah, I haven't been near a swimming pool in years, so I don't care about the splash resistant. What I cared about is portability, sound, and the awesome battery. Which leads me to the second great point, because as a visually impaired person, you're not always with somebody who's got a vehicle. You might be out and about on your own. Streaming with Bluetooth drains the heck out of your battery. So the fact that they've got the ability to charge your device is another huge factor for somebody that's on the go who doesn't have their own vehicle where they could just charge their phone in the vehicle. This is priceless. And like I said, it's a 6,000 milliamp battery, so you can get tons of playtime as well as the ability to charge your phone. The other thing to consider about this is there's no LCD, so for those who can't, who don't read print at all, that is a bonus. The other thing that is good is that these little buttons here, they're actually tactile. They're not hugely tactile. It's not like you're reading Braille or anything, or like in those elevators where they have those raised buttons, but every single button on here is tactile. So this first button is the power button, then we have the Bluetooth button, we have the minus button, the volume down button, and the volume up button. And these two, by the way, are the most tactile buttons out of all of these. So I kind of use the volume down button as my sort of my anchor, like you would the 5 key on a phone or a phone keypad. And then we have the social mode And one thing I forgot to mention, there's also a speakerphone aspect to this as well, which is this last button, and it's got a built-in microphone. So if you are streaming to your speaker and your phone rings, the music will stop, it will pause, and your phone will then ring through here, and then you just press the little phone button at the end here, and it will you can actually talk to somebody on this. Now it says it's got noise canceling, speaker, etc. If you're going to buy this for the phone aspect of it, where I don't suggest buying it for that, I do find the phone is quite quiet. Like even at full volume, I find it's quite quiet. And when I've been talking to people on it as well, they found me to be coming in pretty quiet. So yeah, I would suggest, you know, it's good to have that option. What I basically do, if my phone rings, I will quickly answer it and then tell them to hold on, and then I will, you know, take it off Bluetooth just so I can, you know, hear them better. But it's a cool feature to have anyway, you know. And I was also just going to show you the back of the box one more time to show you. Let me see, do I have this upside down? I think I do. Oh, yes, I do. The joys of being visually impaired and doing videos. All right. So I just wanted to show you the back of the box so you can see the buttons. So there's the power button, the Bluetooth. Let me just check this one more time to make sure I'm not upside down. Did I have it right the first time? Yeah, no, I did have it upside down. The second time I had it right. So here we go. I'll just try to get really close. So you've got the power, the Bluetooth, volume up and down, the social mode, and the little phone icon there. So yeah, like I said, no LCD display to worry about. Tactile, so you know they're not, like I said, they're not hugely tactile, but it's just enough that if you were going by feel, you could get the hang of it, and especially with the fact that the plus and the minus signs are the most tactile, you could kind of work your way from there. And the fact that it turns itself on and off, or pardon me, the fact that it makes a sound when you turn it on and off is awesome. But yeah, it's great portability with amazing sound, you know, for not, I mean, yeah, it's almost $150 to $200 depending on where you buy it, but you know, it's I think I felt it was worth it just because of the amazing sound that you get with this. And by the way, the bass is so loud on these. Oh, I should show you the sides of these here. These sides of the speaker, and you can kind of press them in a little bit. Probably shouldn't do that, I don't want to break it, but these actually move when it's playing. That's how deep the bass is, and this easily fills a room as well. So really good sound, really portable. And even though it fills a room, I find because the sound actually only comes out of the front part of the speaker, the back isn't really speaker at all, which I was kind of disappointed about that. But in the end, it's actually kind of cool because that way if you're outside, you know, the sound, you can face the sound towards you and it's not like, you know, disturbing your whole neighborhood. So I can be sitting beside this out on my deck and it will sound like quite loud, but then I'll go to, you know, to further back in the yard and it's surprisingly quiet. So that way, you know, you're, like I said, you're not disturbing anybody. But I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to say about this. No, I think that's pretty much it. It's just a nice, simple layout. I like the fact that the buttons are tactile. The fact that I don't have to worry about an LCD, because if you're outside, good luck reading an LCD screen outside half the time, right? So kudos for tactile buttons. Kudos for amazing sound. You know, it's not too heavy. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You can tell I'm tired, but I am not editing. I swear, I just want to like go and relax now and watch a movie. I started a Lord of the Rings marathon back in January, Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, and I am still in the middle of the marathon because it got interrupted by Star Wars. So anyway, but that has nothing to do with what we're talking about now. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully I'll get another video out tomorrow. We shall see. Like I said, this is an experiment in process, but definitely I would recommend this if you're looking for a good portable speaker. You can't go wrong with this if you want really rich bass. So thanks again for watching and putting up with my tired babbling, and I will talk to you again in the next video. Here at Circle of the Blind Mice are bringing these videos because I believe technology enriches the lives of those of us with visual impairments. My mission is to help you learn tech, use tech, and embrace tech. Please share this video to help spread the word to your fellow blind mice, and if you're new here, please subscribe for new videos every Saturday. Thanks for watching.